Space, the final frontier. Some of you may remember this line from Star Trek, Next Generation. But what has space as the final frontier meant to us anesthesiologists throughout the history? And what is our role going to be in the future? Well, that's what you're about to find out in this brief 5-minute primer. I do have one disclosure to make. By showing you the incredible momentum that space exploration and space medicine has gained over the years, I hope to perhaps inspire some of you to jump on board because, as you will see, our expertise may be the key to progress in this exciting field. So let's start from the beginning. The first American astronaut who reached space was Alan Shepard in 1961 under Project Mercury. And just 8 years later, in 1969, Neil Armstrong was walking on the surface of the moon under Project Apollo. The Mercury capsule carried just a rudimentary medical kit containing Tigan, an antiemetic, dextroamphetamine, and Demerol. The Apollo spacecraft was equipped with an enhanced kit, which included resuscitation drugs such as lidocaine or atropine, and the astronauts also wore a telemetry belt monitoring EKG, temperature, and respiratory rate. But humans were not the first US astronauts. This is Baker, and she's one of the 2 monkeys who safely returned from space in 1959. Since then, dozens of primates were flown to space, and notably, 2 of them died upon induction of general anesthesia after return to Earth, raising concerns about unforeseen anesthetic risks related to spaceflight. But back to humans. After reaching the moon, the focus of crewed missions shifted to developing sustained presence on Earth orbit. And in fact, humans have been continuously present in space on board of the International Space Station, the ISS, for past 20 years now, which I think is quite an achievement. In addition to expanded capabilities of advanced cardiac and trauma life support, the ISS provided a robust platform for research. More animal studies have shown that anesthesia can be safely administered in space or shortly after return to Earth. In addition, simulation studies have suggested that endotracheal intubations, supraglottic airways, and regional blocks can be effectively utilized in the microgravity of space. In 2019, NASA announced the project Artemis, aiming for humans to return and stay on the moon by 2024, which would serve as a base for Mars missions in the coming decades. Those deep space missions have driven demand to establish the capability of performing emergent surgery and anesthesia in space. The current thinking about space anesthesia is summarized in this table. As for general anesthesia, ketamine-based total intravenous anesthesia is a top contender thanks to, for example, its wide therapeutic index, hemodynamic stability, or no need for gas scavenging systems. Regional anesthesia is also being looked at, and there is ongoing research about training protocols as well as spread and metabolism of local anesthetic in space. Lastly, recent successes of private space companies are about to turn commercial spaceflight of civilian customers into reality. Unlike professional astronauts who are carefully pre-screened and healthy, the civilian astronauts will be your typical ASA2s or even 3s with comorbidities. I would argue that this makes civilian spaceflight particularly relevant to anesthesiologists. In fact, there is a striking analogy between perioperative and space medicine, with preoperative / pre-flight assessment, medical optimization, close monitoring and care during flight, and subsequent recovery. This makes me wonder, could some of the tools that we are so familiar with from the perioperative arena be applied to space medicine? And to show you that this is no sci-fi, you can already order a civilian spaceflight consult in Epic at the Mayo Clinic. So to conclude, anesthesiology have been instrumental to development of space medicine. We are on the brink of deep space exploration as well as civilian space travels, and the tool and knowledge from anesthesiology, perioperative medicine, and critical care are essential for mission success. I'll finish with a picture of my kids in front of SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket. If this topic also excites you and you would like to join us, please shoot us an email. Thank you.